I'm BJ Dorman. I'm chairman of CEO Space, and I'm here on CEO Space TV. Dr. David Gruder is the author of the best-selling book, and that is The New IQ, which is integrity. And he teaches at CEO Space on the subject of management integrity and how you not only place your teams into higher integrity, insist on that integrity in all the team executions, and have a new integrity in your authentic way in which you deal with your customers. And we're going to talk about his observation as a expert, so you can get a perspective of CEO Space from really the biggest point of view I think that you might undertake when you're going through reviewing all our videos online, which is the underlying integrity of the organization, the faculty, and the people associated with the program. And so Dr. David Gruder, our guest, wrote the book on it. You know, you're a psychologist, and I know that you agree with me on this, which is someone looking at a 10-minute video here or there, 85% of what we actually do here is invisible to them. They can't see it. If they knew it, I don't think there's a person out there that would not make a choice that coming here was a more valuable decision.
Calling it a trade show doesn't even begin to capture what this experience is. You see, this experience revolves around one of the crucial aspects of integrity, which is relationship integrity. And relationship integrity revolves around developing the kinds of connections with people that enable us to build fruitful, productive relationships where we know we can depend on each other and where we can create agreements that work and that are actually effective in producing the results we're looking to produce. The kind of relationship building we're talking about, it's not schmoozing, it's not socializing. It's very much on task. It's either about deepening our understanding of how to execute portions of our business in a better way, or it's about developing relationships that are going to assist the building of our business. And so the See-Me cards that CEO Space uses are mechanisms where as we develop a contact with each other and a connection and a feeling of, oh yeah, we really are community, we're not just simply small talking, because we're going to discover that there are all kinds of people sitting right next to us that happen to be the expert or the resource we're looking for, or happen to know someone who is. And the See-Me cards are the vehicle that enable us to do those deep dive follow-ups with those individuals where we're not just passing out business cards willy-nilly. We've created, in essence, a relationship-based way of generating qualified leads, so the time we're spending in our meetings is really high quality, high productivity time for business building.
One of my favorite moments in this last week has been attending a class with Sharita Herring. She is just such an unbelievable expert. She's the type of person I would never have access to if I wasn't here at CEO Space. And I was able to go in and not only attend her class and soak in all of her great material and learn how profit and nonprofit corporations can work together and what the advantages are of each one and why I might set up both. But I'm also able to schedule a one-on-one appointment with her and sit down and have her review my business with me. It's so exciting to have access to these kind of people.
This has just been an amazing journey. I have literally received everything that I needed for my business. I have met people who came up to me and said, Kimberly, what can I do for you? What can I do to help your business? And if they didn't have a direct resource, they said, you know what, let me scout for you. Let me find someone who can help you. And they did. They did exactly that. And that was just priceless for me.
My name is Loris Renner. My company is LAR Consulting and Design Group, and we specialize in branding, brand management, social media marketing, web development, web design, and of course our baby, viral video marketing. I never got the feeling once that I was in competition with anybody while I was here. I can honestly sit here and say that. As far as the instructors who were in my field, like I got to meet Chris Collins, who is at the top of his game in the world of branding, and he took a look at my work and he was able to give me some really solid advice and say, okay, this is why you haven't breached this plateau, because you need to do this, this, and this. He's like, okay, your work's great, but your work's good, but let's make it great. And these are the few tweaks you need to do to make it great. So there was no competition. There was no, okay, well, I'm feeling a little substandard, you know, next to this guy who's at the top of his game. I really just felt like he helped me. He was a mentor. He was there, and his goal was to basically help my life and my business improve. And you can't beat that.
When you're at the table and you're getting coached by that faculty member, you're also getting coached by some very bright, successful business owners. So when they come to meet each other and do business with each other, if you're at the top and you're coming, you're going to meet others of your tribe. I mean, you will not feel uncomfortable. And if there are earlier stage companies in the development space, say 15, 20%, you don't mind mentoring them because you have enough of your tribe there. You know, that's another issue for docs even. When you tell, would a doc feel comfortable coming? Does a lawyer feel comfortable? Are there other lawyers? And, you know, they don't necessarily appreciate their tribe is here.
And all of these different professions, they not only find one another at these forums, but they find that through the cross-fertilization, talking with people of other professions, they find ways of bringing into their own field some new angles that haven't been done in their own field that will set them apart as professionals in their field. And to do all of that in an atmosphere that is all about integrity, accountability, collaboration rather than competition, this is the birthplace of the next generation model of business. This is sustainable business creation, and it's built in, the sustainability is built in because you're not just coming to one forum and oh, goodbye, like some sort of workshop experience. This is lifetime membership, and so we keep coming back. If a business is sustainable, then it's constantly expanding and growing, and its needs are evolving over time. So businesses aren't static, and therefore a business development organization that all of us who are in business ought to be part of, a business development organization that isn't helping us continue to move forward and forward and forward through our lifetime as our business or our sequence of businesses evolves, leaves us at a disadvantage, whereas an organization like CEO Space grows with us. We keep growing the next step and the next step and the next step over months and years.
Hello, my name is Christy Fernandez and I'm from New York City. Some of my wins that I'm very proud to say are the alliances that I've made, the partnerships, and just learning the capital language. And I will not miss any of the events that we have this year. I mean, every time it seems you come back, you grow. And I've received this message from the graduates. Once you come here, you won't want to miss another session. So there's definitely value in that. You get your money back the very first time you come here. This is not some rinky-dinky workshop or some forum that they're selling and they're pitching stuff. This is the real deal. They are here to help you and to serve you. And trust me, I'm not into the seminars and the workshops and the woo-woo. This is no woo-woo. My mindset is very conservative. If it doesn't make sense and it's not helping my bottom line, I'm just not doing it. And I have to tell you that this is an incredible program. I have made partners, I have met alliances to help me on my board, COOs, CFOs. In terms of strategic planning, top of the top I've met here. My background is in investment banking. For 9 years I've been in investment banking. And I can tell you that, especially being a New Yorker, we're skeptic. We don't believe in cooperation. It's unfortunate, but that's the culture that we live in New York City. And I can tell you that this has been one of the best investments I've made. The alliances that I've made, the partnerships that I've made, the cooperation, the giving. What I've invested in this program, I received the very first day in a bonus class. It wasn't even the start of the program. You get access. In our industry, you have access to them, which can help you in your marketing strategy, in your branding. Top branding experts are here. They're giving you their time. This is A-grade quality cooperation with the top of the top. No wasting time, no playing around. This is the real deal. If you need someone will pick up the phone and connect you to whoever it is that you need. If you consider the amount of money that you would pay for an IP attorney, for a branding strategist, a sequence strategist, think about the dollars. We know about that, New Yorkers. The very first day that I got here, I received my money and tenfold. This is an investment beyond measure. And I've been in banking for many years. This is the best experience I've ever had, the best use of my dollar.
The meals they are amazing. I literally had the opportunity to sit down, for instance, with IP, intellectual property attorneys who could tell me how to protect my business and my product. That was incredible. I also had the opportunity to sit down with an amazing woman, Carla Dittis, who showed me exactly what I needed to do in order to get my business growing to the level that I needed it to. I had people who sat down and strategized with me, literally wrote out plans at the table on how I could really pursue my business at another level and really make it better. I had an entire marketing plan written out for me right at the table. I couldn't pay enough money for that. It was just incredible.
At CEO Space Forums, there are so many opportunities for that kind of relationship building, from meal tables, each meal, 3 meals a day, where you're interacting with other members, you're interacting with the faculty member that is hosting that table, so you're having direct contact with the faculty members. They're not just simply up on a stage teaching the marvelous things they're teaching. They're actually interacting with you rather than disappearing off the stage and not giving you access to them. And so there's relationship building with the experts, there's relationship building with fellow members, and not just during meals, but during breaks and during activities that are occurring in the evening, and special kinds of networking processes that are networking on steroids. They're really networking processes that are unlike anything that I've been exposed to before.
I'm Mike Jacobs here from Clarksburg, Maryland. Some of the things that have gone on this week are indescribable. I was actually talking to my dad yesterday. He's asking me how it was going, and it was like I didn't know what to tell him because there's really no way that he would understand. When you have a group of several hundred business owners that are willing at the drop of a dime to scout for you, to find what you need, to offer their services, and they're willing to do it without asking for anything in return, there's nowhere else where this type of collaboration goes on. You know, we're all trained in competition and nobody wins. Here, everybody wins for the betterment of everybody else. And it's just, there's no way to really describe the amount of time that was cut down with the amount of leads that I was able to generate, the amount of relationships that I was able to build. It would have taken me 6 months, and I was able to do it in 5 days. So where else are you going to go and get that kind of return on your time?
The cutting edge teaching, which is university level teaching, that provides this constantly unfolding and updating latest practical real world training in various aspects of business that people in the professions, like I'm a psychologist, as you know, and in my profession, as well as all of the helping professions and the trades, if we get a good education, we get marvelous education in our profession, but virtually zero in business. And to be in a setting, in these CEO Space forums, where we're not only getting that kind of cutting edge practical education, I really call it a real world equivalent of an entrepreneurial MBA. In a Reader's Digest form. But when we're getting not only that, but we're getting the meal table contact with the faculty and mentors, and then the one-on-one meetings where we can really do deep dives in very rapid ways with multiple faculty members and mentors over the course of the days of the CEO Space forums. This is unparalleled, it's unprecedented. I look at three areas: brand integrity, relationship integrity, and financial integrity. And CEO Space teaches its members how to have brand integrity, how to really brand the true value of the product rather than spin or lies about the product. So, and CEO Space teaches integrity-based relationships and accountability and transparency and collaboration. And CEO Space teaches all of the fundamentals, soup to nuts, from basics to advanced strategies around financial integrity. Well, when an investor comes into an environment where the businesses are in high levels and evolving expansion around brand integrity, relationship integrity, and financial integrity, they know that their risk level has been reduced to the lowest possible extent that could possibly ever be reduced when you're investing in a startup or business expansion type of investment. As Buckminster Fuller said, integrity is everything. Absolutely everything. And especially now that we have entered the age of socially responsible businesses, corporate social responsibility, it's completely clear from the research that when a consumer has the choice of buying a particular widget from company A that is high integrity and company B that is not high integrity, the consumer will buy it from company A every day of the week. So it is now an economic imperative, not just a personal imperative, not just an ethical or moral imperative. It's an economic imperative that all of us in business upgrade our integrity massively. And CEO Space is the leading edge of helping that happen, not only for individual member businesses, but the vision goes beyond that to helping society and the broader business community embody higher levels of integrity and collaboration so that we can really change the world while we're changing businesses.
And I hope you'll go out and get the new IQ, Integrity by Dr. David Gruder. I have it on my desk and I recommend it highly for all our viewers at CEO Space TV. Thank you, Dr. Gruder.
I was a skeptic. I'll be honest, I was wondering what value was I going to get out of coming to CEO Space. A cooperative environment. We're not used to that, but it's definitely changed my world. Investment banking grade AAA, this is your AAA investment. This is where you need to be.
It's so amazing to walk into a room full of people and have those people say, "Who are you, what do you do, and how can I help you?" And that's exactly what happens here.